very good evening and welcome to the news live on Channel I.
Hello, very good evening. I'm Nipuni Samarasekara.
I'm Javed Bongzo. We begin with the headlines. The President has said that 2014 should be transformed to a new year, acting with new visions and devoid of intoxicants. 45,000 farmers of Mahaweli zone receive land deeds. The central bank is ready to meet the economic goals of the new year. The Petroleum Corporation informs that engine efficiency of vehicles will get enhanced by using octane 92 petrol. Israel has released another group of Palestinian prisoners.
We take a look at those stories in detail now. President Mahinda Rajapaksa said that the year 2014 should be a year free of intoxicants. Consumption of food containing poisonous substances has become a major problem today. The President appealed to the people to dedicate themselves to refraining from consuming poisonous foods and building a strong future generation and to take the motherland towards future development. The President made these comments at a function held in Hambantota today to present 45,000 Mahaweli zone deeds to the farmers. The national function was held at the Magam Runapura International Conference Centre in Hambantota. Under the first stage, 5,000 Mahaweli deeds will be presented to farmers in the Valawe area. 35 farmers were presented with their deeds by the President at the event, symbolising this first stage. This expeditious solution to farmers who face problems lasting for over 50 years was provided in fulfilling a pledge given by the President at the Yattakandia. The President said that the farmers who contribute to make this country self-sufficient in rice are being given the ownership of their lands to make their life prosperous. The President said that today Sri Lanka has established a record as the leading country that uses chemical fertilizers and other chemicals. He said that with beautiful vegetables, we are also providing poisons to the people. The President pointed out that through temporary economic strength, we are also making the people sick as well by feeding them poisons. He pointed out that there is no benefit to our development if our children are subject to diabetes at the ages of 5 or 10 years. He appealed to farmers to take leadership in preparing food without poison. He said that it is being planned to make the new year 2014 a year devoid of liquor and narcotics, as well as a country devoid of poisons. He appealed to farmers to contribute in this effort and to build a strong nation.
අලුත් විදියට හිතන්න මත් පැනුත් එහෙමයි පෝරත් එහෙමයි දැන් බලන්න ඒකින්ද මේ ගැනත් හිතන්න කියලා නැවත මම ඔබෙන් ඉල්ලා සිටින්නේ මේ අපේ අනාගත පරපුරක් රැක ගන්න ඕන හින්දා ශක්තිමත් ජාතියක් ගොඩනගන්න ඕන හින්දා
අමාත්‍ය නිමල් සිරිපාල ද සිල්වා
Minister Nimas Siripala de Silva also addressed this function. He said that a dream envisioned by the late D.A. Rajapaksa has now been realized. The Hambantota district, which was an arid and difficult area, has now been transformed into an area in which water flows aplenty due to the efforts of Speaker Chamal Rajapaksa and the President. Speaker Chamal Rajapaksa, Ministers Mahinda Amaravira and Jagat Pushpakumara and Deputy Minister W.B. Ekanayaka also attended the function.
The central bank said that an economic growth of 8% has been targeted for the year 2014. The governor of the bank, Ajit Niwat Kabral, said that the foundation to reach this target has already been laid this year. The year 2013 was a year full of challenges for the whole world. When many countries in the world suffered setbacks in their economy, Sri Lanka achieved an economic growth of 7.2%. There was significant growth in the sectors of modern technology, town planning and in the health sector. Many large-scale development projects in the fields of housing, construction of new buildings, highways, ports, airports were vested with the people this year. The inflation has fallen down and the loan repayment ratio has also come down in line with the GDP. The Governor Ajit Niwad Kabra said that Sri Lanka was able to bring several economic factors to better levels this year. He said that it has been possible to maintain the inflation at a single-digit level for the last 59 months. It has also been possible to reduce the loan repayment ratio to 78% of the GDP. With all these factors, it will be possible to achieve a successful economic growth next year.
අනුපාතය හැටියට 78කට අඩු කර ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙලා තියෙනවා. මේ සියලුම සාධක දිසා බලද්දී අපට පෙනෙන්නේ යහපත් වසරක් අපිට වාර්තා කර ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන යනයි.
The central bank said that the year 2013 can be considered as a year that achieved many economic targets. The government has launched a streamlined economic development plan to achieve the growth targets for the year 2014. The governor of the central bank, Ajit Niwad Kabra, explained about the economic targets and challenges for the next year. The governor said that it is necessary to maintain the overall economic development and only then will foreign investments flow into the country. He said he can assure that year 2014 will be a successful year economically. Going beyond that, we believe that in the year 2015, the economic growth of Sri Lanka will reach $4,000 per capita income level.
The Ceylon Petroleum Corporation says that using 92-octane petrol will enhance the energy and engine efficiency and life of vehicles. The new petrol will be issued to the market from tomorrow onwards. The managing director of the Petroleum Corporation, Susanta Silva, said that there will be no change in the prices. Petroleum of the 90 and 95 octane varieties were used in Sri Lanka up to now. However, to manufacture petroleum of octane 90 variety, it became necessary to improve the quality of 87 octane or minimize the quality of 92 octane petroleum. The Petroleum Corporation says that this form of processing is not satisfactory. Most of the vehicles being imported now are being manufactured using modern technology. The managing director of the Petroleum Corporation, Susanta Silva, said that taking into consideration this factor, it was decided to use and issue the new petrol. He said that this change is expected to be environmentally friendly and will also contribute to economic development. He said that there is opinion in society that 90-octane petroleum is being distributed as 92-octane petroleum. Managing Director of Petroleum Corporation, Susanta Silva, said that octane 92 petroleum is produced directly at the refinery, and it is a wrong opinion that octane 92 is similar to octane 90. There were many opinions in the country in connection with the introduction of octane 98 instead of octane 95 petroleum. Mr. Susanta Silva also said that 98 octane petroleum is more powerful than octane 95. Octane 100 is a type of petrol used for racing car types. Even in the developed countries, petrol used is 95 octane. Under European standards, 95 octane is used, and there is no necessity therefore to use 98 octane. The Petroleum Corporation will incur more expenditure to produce 92 octane over the expenditure incurred for 90 octane. Mr. Susanta Silva explained about covering additional expenditure by the corporation. He said that there is a difference of about 80 cents in expenditure. However, the corporation does not expect to impose this expenditure on the consumers. He said that they are planning to improve efficiency within the corporation and save that expenditure and thereby provide a concession to the consumers.
During the last few days, we focused your attention on special and significant events that took place this year. What will happen in the year 2014? We now look into the plans of 2014. In the first quarter of next year, the railway line from Kilnochi to Palay will be declared open. It is planned to extend this railway line up to Jaffna in April. The railway line will also be extended from Madhu to Mannar. The government has also planned to import 2,000 new buses next year. It has been targeted to increase the foreign direct investment flow to $2.5 billion next year. New investment zones will be established in Hambantota and Suryavava. 10,000 new employment opportunities are expected to generate from these activities. It is a major target to complete electricity supplies to all houses by the end of the year 2014. The construction work of the Sampur coal power plant will commence in April next year. Commissioning of the second and third stages of the Norchile power plant has also been planned. The Deduru Oya project will be vested with the people in the month of March. Construction work is also scheduled to start on the Moragahakanda, Yan Oya and Uma Oya reservoir projects. The import of big onion, dry chili and potato seeds have been halted and they are being produced locally. Steps have also been taken to establish fruit villages to increase the production of fruits. In the year 2014, construction of 50,000 houses has been planned. Another major target is to increase the cargo unloading capacity of the Colombo harbour by 10%. The oil tank farm facility of the Mattal Rajapaksa International Airport will be enhanced. It is also expected to construct 210 rural bridges. A special program will be implemented next year to control renal diseases. Malaria will be completely eradicated from the country and steps will be taken to minimize the spread of non-communicable diseases. Sport complexes will be constructed in Kilnochi, Anuradhapura, Digana, Kalutara, Matara, Puttalam, Ampara, Polonnaru and Batticaloa districts. The modernization of the John De Silva Commemoration Theatre will be started next year. A special centre will be established to teach the Angampura arts.
Well, people say that they hope to achieve a more meaningful and fruitful new year in year 2014. The peaceful and free atmosphere prevailing in the country has contributed to their aspirations. Sri Lanka is in the process of rapid development after ending several decades of war. Revival has taken place in many sectors. With the end of enemy threats, the anticipations and hopes of the people have also changed. Under these circumstances, the people are very enthusiastic to welcome the new year in an atmosphere of joy and peace.
President Mahinda Rajapaksa has emphasized a future generation closer to the temple, church, mosque and the kovel should be rebuilt. The future generation getting distance from the places of religious worship is not conducive for the future progress of the country. The physical as well as spiritual development should be taken forward together. The President made these observations participating in several functions at the historical Naigal Raja Mahavihara in Veeraketiya. The President declared open the new Wahalkada, the parapet wall of the Vihara and the golden fence around the 4 Buddha statues and the Bodhi Malwa. The conservation activities of the historical Naigal Raja Mahavihara, which has significant archaeological values, was started today. The President also inspected the historical artifacts of the Vihara. The President visited the chief incumbent of the Vihara, Venerable Buddhyagama Dhammasiri Thero, and inquired about his health conditions. The President, addressing the masses gathered at the Vihara, said that the Poya Day was declared a public holiday for everyone to visit the Viharas on the Poya Day and participate in religious rites with the children. He said that in building a virtuous society, the elders should take the leadership. Members of the Mahasangha, including the Chief Sangha Nayaka of the Southern Province and the Chancellor of the Ruhunu University, Venerable Pallattara Sumana Jyoti Thero, and Ministers T.B. Ekanayaka and Mahinda Amaravira, and Parliamentarians Namal Rajapaksa and V.K. Indika, and several others attended the function.
The 99th birth anniversary of the Mahanayaka of the Sri Lanka Amarapura Mahasangha Sabhava, Agamaha Pandit, the Most Venerable Dauldana Jnanisara Thera, has been celebrated. The Venerable Thera has spent 85 years rendering yeoman service for the promotion of the Buddha Sasana. He was born on 31st December 1915 in the village of Dauldana of Uva Paranagama and was ordained as Dauldana Jnanisara Thera when he was 13 years of age. He acquired his preliminary education from the Maligakanda Vidyodaya Pirivena and later served as a teacher in the institution. The Venerable Thera is well versed in Sinhala, Pali, Sanskrit and English languages, and he is also a Dhamma orator par excellence. He has received several awards for his language skills. The Venerable Thera has also provided his services as a professor in several foreign universities. He was a pioneer in establishing the Bhikkhu Rest at Pagoda, meditation centers, and the treatment center for elderly bhikkhus at Boralasgama. He was also felicitated with the post of Mahanayaka of the Amarapura Nikaya in the hill country. President Mahinda Rajapaksa has extended his well wishes to the Venerable Thera. The President mentioned in his message that steps being taken by the Venerable Thera to follow the preachings of the Lord Buddha, which admonishes becoming pure first by oneself and then to preach to others and to purify them, is an honorable deed. The President has also wished good health, long life and mental and physical strength to the Venerable Thera.
We now move on to the New Year celebrations from around the world.
A small army of volunteers have been making their final preparations for the float set to take part in the 125th tournament of Roses Parade. The annual event will bring in the new year on January 1st, as over 100 floral decorated floats will travel down Posadas, Colorado. Peru's maritime dispute with Chile dominated the annual end-of-year ritual of Peru's shaman as they made predictions and offered prayers for 2014. Surrounded by flowers, the medicine men sang and danced on a lemon bench, focusing their attention on posters of Peruvian president. A controversial upright circular building designed to resemble an ancient Chinese jade disc but popularly known as Flashy Rich People's Circle was recently completed. The 33-story tall Guangzhou Circle building, which features a 47-meter wide hole in the middle, is becoming a landmark on China's southern Guangdong province.
Happy New Year!
The Times Square Alliance conducted its final test on the New Year's Eve ball drop yesterday. Event organizers powered up the orb, which features 32,256 Philip Luxon leads and it's encrusted with 2,688 Waterford crystals. 600 dogs bark and run through the streets of Madrid with their owners in the San Periste race to celebrate the coming New Year. The San Periste Urban Tour is organized by El Refugio, a non-profit animal home which seeks to prevent the abandonment and mistreatment of animals.
The Riti musical extravaganza of Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation is now being telecast over National Rupavahini, and the viewers of this program will have the opportunity of winning air tickets as a special prize. Viewers have been asked to watch out for an aircraft which will appear on the screen when the program is being broadcast. What the viewers have to do is to mention the exact number of occasions the aircraft appears on screen and send their answers through SMS to RUP space answer and send to 6797. Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation requests you to view this program and participate in the contest for an opportunity to win air tickets. The draw of the Highway Dream Lottery, which will bring the highest prize bonanza of the lottery history of the country, will be carried out through the Channel I of Rupavahini at 10 p.m. today. Prize money offered amounts to 100 million rupees, and the prizes will include 50 motor cars, and the lottery results will be broadcast through National Rupavahini several times over the night.
Israeli authorities have freed a group of 26 Palestinian prisoners as part of a U.S. brokered agreement to resume direct peace talks. The prisoners were greeted by cheering crowds on their return to the West Bank and Gaza. Israel approved the releases on Saturday, but they were delayed to allow victims' families to appear. The prisoners committed murder or attempted murder before the 1993 Oslo Accord and have served 19 to 28 years. They make up the third tranche of a total of 104 prisoners to be freed. 8 of the men were driven late at night to checkpoints leading into Gaza and East Jerusalem. The other 18 prisoners were heading to Ramallah in the West Bank. Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas greeted the prisoners at his headquarters in Ramallah and pledged to continue pressing for the release of other long-serving and sick prisoners. President Abbas has previously hailed the prisoners as heroes of the Palestinian cause.
Well, that's all the news we have for you tonight. Do join us tomorrow at the very same time for more in a brand new year with the Rupavahini News team. Until then, it's a very good night and a very happy New Year 2014 to you.